Hello, and welcome to Horror Monster Collectibles, where today we are going to be taking a look at this brand new Jaws 3D desk lamp / wall light. This is made by Numskull, and I think it was about $40 or so, which, I don't know, it could be a little bit steep, but it looks cool in the box, and it's got great box art, so kind of excited to see what it looks like out of the box. But it's just under 8 by 8 inches, and I think it's about like a couple inches deep or so. It does have a micro USB cable that it comes with, so you can power it by that, or it takes 3 AAA batteries that aren't included. I'm excited to take a look at this thing all lit up and out of the box, so let's go ahead and spin around and take a closer look. All right, so here it is out of the packaging, and right away I'm impressed by the graphic that they have on here. It is very vibrant. It's got really nice, sharp artwork. Then we have this 3D Jaws logo up on top. Around here is the back. And then on the bottom here is where you would plug in your USB. And then here is where the battery is. But I really like that they have the option for both. Because, you know, I may have this up on a wall or something in the collection room where I don't want a cable. But if I have it on a shelf or something like that, I may just go ahead and plug it in. There is a switch on the side here. You can just switch it on like that. We will take a look at that in a second in the dark. But overall, I really like it. It's pretty well done. It is plasticky, but it is also just 40 bucks. And it's it's a little over 2 inches deep. And again, it's just under 8 by 8. So it's a good size. It's not going to take up too much room for your collection shelf, but it has great presence. I kind of wish it was just a little bit larger though, is my immediate thought on it. Let's look at it in the dark. All right, so here it is, completely dark room. You can see it gives off quite a bit of light, but it looks pretty awesome. There is some bleed through of the Jaws logo on the white, which isn't ideal. I think this is from where they inserted this into this piece of plastic. And it's a little translucent here, or, you know, at least translucent with light behind it, where it kind of shows through. So that's kind of a disappointment. I think they could have handled that by making this, I don't know, a little bit. It can't go thicker because then you're not really going to see through it. So I'm not really sure, but I wish they'd figured something else out. Because I'm not sure about that. Or at least, you know what they could have done is paint this, like the base of this thing, they could have painted that white, and that way it doesn't show up red behind there. But really, that's kind of my only critique here. Other than that, I think it looks pretty badass. But yeah, that bleed through is kind of a shame. All right, guys, so that's about all there is to go over on this piece. I'm kind of disappointed, I gotta say. I think I prefer it like it is now, just not lit up. In the promo stuff, they had a little bit of bleed through when they showed it with the light on, but nothing like that. So I don't know, it's kind of disappointment, but I still like the piece. But you know, maybe just leave it off. I don't know, it's up to you. Maybe it's not a big issue for you guys. Maybe it's not a big issue if you turn it on with the lights on in the room, but no, it still kind of shows through pretty bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it off. But I mean, it's still cool. It's just kind of pricey for what it is, I guess. I mean, it's not as pricey as the other Jaws piece. It was like 50 bucks. But this is still, I mean, I don't know. guys, I'm kind of all over the place on this, my thoughts. I want to really like it. I do really like it, but the bleed through on the jaws when lit up is kind of killing it. And I guess it's just because my desire to see it lit up in the room, because it, you know, commands more attention that way. You know, it's perfectly fine to display like this, but I mean, you're paying the price for it to be a light, you know? So, I don't know. Overall, I do think it's pretty cool, especially if you're a Jaws fan like me. Again, great graphics. Everything's put together pretty well. I do love the inclusion of the USB cable, and it also gives you the remote option of just using AA batteries. So that's all cool. Really, just the bleed through is the only thing that's killing it for me, and that's not enough for me to be disappointed in it overall, because I still think it'll look cool in the room like this. So as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments. I'll be happy to answer them. I'd like to know your thoughts on it lit versus not lit. And I will leave you with a 360 video spin of this. And as always, feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I will see you guys later.